when I started out with music, it was back in 1997 with a crew called Chronic Clan from NY9, you know. Yeah, so there I was accompanying a friend, you know, yeah, who wanted to be a rapper, you know, because I was playing basketball, you know. So when we got there was a mic circulating, people chilling, you know. So I had no interest in music, like in singing whatsoever, you know. But as time goes, you know, I end up and develop like an interest, you know. And I was like, okay, I want to mess up with this music thing, but I didn't know exactly where to fit. So Zoro gave me lyrics to sing, you know, because I wanted to rap in the end, but he said, no, do reggae because of A, B, C, and D, you know. So I did reggae, but I wasn't passionate about it as much as hip hop, you know, but I did it anyway because it was what was available at the time, you know. So as the time like went by, I realized that I had a terrible stage fright, you know. Whenever there's an event, like 5 minutes to show, I disappear, and then I come back when the guys are doing the last song, you know, and I make up excuses and stuff, you know. So after that, I realized that no, this music thing, this singing, it's not meant for me, you know. So I was interested behind the scenes now, you know, like what's happening behind the scenes. So there were mixers and the guys were DJing like on weekends sometimes, you know. So I used to go with them to the gigs, and then maybe midnight when the guys are tired, and then I finish off, you know. Yeah, so from there, we bought like a small keyboard and a drum machine, you know. So Zoro was like the head of the crew at that time, you know. So I learned from him how to operate the drum machine, you know, the keyboard and stuff, you know.
Is Zoro still around?
Zoro is in Sweden at the moment. Yeah, so my passion developed from there after learning the drum machine and stuff. And then I broke out from Chronic Clan, you know, and then I said, okay, I want to do my own thing now. So I met up with another brother called Kat, and then he showed me how to make beats like on the computer using like softwares, you know. So from him, I met Korianda after that, and then Korianda had a PC, you know, and I went there with Black Dillinger, you know. Black Dillinger introduced me to Korianda. He was like, okay, you want to make beats, you don't have your own equipment, you know, so I want you to meet this guy. He just came back from Joburg, he's in Cape Town, you know. So I went to Korianda. So Dillinger introduced me to to Korianda, you know. So I told Korianda what I want to do, you know. I was like, I don't have a studio, but I want to make beats, you know. So Korianda said, nah, fine, I've got Fruity Loops, I've got Acid, you know, what else do you need? I said, nah, that's perfect, you know, Fruity Loops is enough. So I started from there, which was 2002, you know. So that's when actually I started to make beats, you know. And then I was confident that, okay, now I'm a producer, you know. So from there, I met up with a lot of people, you know, who are someone today, you know. Yeah, because at that time, producers were very rare, you know. Everybody wanted to grab the mic, you know. Everybody wanted to grab the mic, but there wasn't enough producers. People would come as far as Kailicha, Town, Mitchell's Plain, you know, looking for Planet Earth, you know, because they wanted beats, because they knew there was a movement that I was heading in Gugs at that time, you know. So from there, you know, I started being featured on compilations. My music was released like professionally, you know, because I remember the first CD that I was featured on was a Silver Tab, Harambe Dope Sessions CD, a track I did with Fifth Floor called Creation, you know. Yeah, so that's when I first even saw what's called an advance, because we got paid for a track being featured on the compilations. And even the crew after that, they went to Joburg to the gigs, you know, to go promote the song, you know. After that, it was Archetypes with Pavement Specials. We got a grant. We got a grant to split, you know, amongst the three of us, you know. Yeah, but I mean, you know,
at that time
it was money, and it was in December. And I remember when I met up with Sam, you know, he called me. I was like, hey, where you at? I was like, no, I'm not far from where I stay. He was like, cool, I got your money. Let's meet up. So I was like, cool. And it was a hot day. So we met up and he gave me $300, you know. It's like, hey, here's your money, you know. And I was like, wow, what a convenience because it's hot. I just got $300, you know. Yeah, so.
Let's drink it up.
Yeah, as much as it was small, but, you know, it was a good start.